Where you want to sit? You want to sit on your side? You want to sit on your regular side? You can come over here. Yeah, come over here. Oh. Oh. Here. Why don't you come over here? You want a little snacky? Okay, I know. That's your side. You like be on your side. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at Book Blather. If you're new here, I'm Dave. This is Olive. And we mostly talk about books to help spread the joy of reading. We try to have a little fun while we're doing it. Right, Olive? Always. So today, this is part 2 of hauling my daughter's books. So if you missed episode 1, which we will link below, what happened was our daughter, or my daughter, not Olive's daughter, my daughter, whoops, sorry, my daughter, one of my daughters is a very, very avid reader, and she was cleaning up her bookshelves and overflowing with lots of stuff, and she somehow found the strength to decide to get rid of some of these books that she knows she's never going to read and donate them, right? And she was going to donate them not to us, but of course we found out about it, and so she put them in some boxes for us to look at first before we take them anywhere else. So in the first episode, we found a lot of keepers in there, so we're actually keeping most of that box. And so today we're doing it, she put together 3 different boxes, so we're doing it 3 parts here. Today we're going to do box 2. So we might as well just get started. We'll dig in. I have no idea what's in this box. I'll probably recognize some of them because I've seen them in her I've seen them in her room before. But let's see what we got here. Oh my God, there's a lot of books in this box. Oh, okay, all right. First one's a keeper, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I don't know, I haven't read this, don't know too much about it other than that it's a classic. It's about I think a woman about like a woman's deteriorating mental state, I think, when she's like having trouble coping with the pressures of society, right? I think that's pretty much what it's about. So we'll definitely keep that because we'll read that one day. All right, next is The Best Teen Writing of 2014 by, what is this, Scholastic Art and Writing Awards? Huh, that's interesting. Let's see, what does this say? This showcases some of the stories, essays, and poetry written by teen authors who earned a national medal in the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. Huh, that sounds like that might be interesting. Keep that one. This is why we had her put the books in a box. I remember her buying this. I was at the bookstore with her when she bought this one. Yeah. The Air Affair. This is by who? Jasper Ford. And this was, I don't remember what it was about, but I remember it looked interesting. Yep. Welcome to the surreal version of Great Britain circa 1985 where time travel is routine, cloning is a reality, etc., etc., and literature is taken very seriously. Okay. All right. We're keeping that one. I remember that looked interesting when she got it. Let's see. Okay. What? Oh, that's right. So mixed in here, that's what we have found in the previous box. There's the occasional, like, school book. And so this is one of those. This is the French Concise Dictionary. Because she took French. So I took French many years ago too, and I can say like 3 words. I don't really remember much of the language, just like my Spanish. We'll keep this just as a desk reference, right? So yeah, maybe it's horrible. I took so many years of French in school, and I remember so little. I went to Paris years ago with my wife, and I could barely talk to the waiter. Like after I was like ordering some water, and I remember to say like avec gas, and some waiter left, and my wife's looking at it. It was like torture. My wife's looking at me. She's like, "I thought you do more French than that." So you would think I would have, but anyway, we digress. Tess of the D'Urbervilles by Thomas Hardy. I don't know anything about this other than that it's a classic and that I should know something about it. So we'll be keeping this. You see, it's the rare book that we're not going to keep. Okay, let's see. Oh, Little Men by Alcott. Yeah. So I read this. I think this is. I'm going to keep this. I don't know if I have another copy of this. This is one of the first books that I ever read as a kid. One of the first full length novels. So that's great. Oh wait, no wait. Did I read Little Men or Little Women? I don't even remember now. I don't even remember now. I think it was Little Men. I don't know. I read it when I was little. When it was one of the first books I ever read. I actually can't remember. Isn't that horrible? Okay, so let's see. Okay, looks like we have some. Okay, so here's another book by Alcott, Good Wives. So I don't know. I'm guessing we'll be keeping this. We'll have to look at this one a little closer. As I said last time, if you know, tell us if you know about these because, some of these we don't know anything about. So we could use your help, whether it's worth keeping them and reading them. Okay, here's another one, Joe's Boys. So, by Alcott. So I'm sure we're going to keep this as well. And then let's see what we have here. Just seeing if there's any more Alcott books. No, I don't think so. Okay. Oh, this we're definitely going to keep because I've seen this. This is March by Geraldine Brooks. I forget what this is about, but I remembered I was interested in it. As the North reels under a series of unexpected defeats during the dark first year of the Civil War, one man leaves behind his family to aid the Union cause. His experiences will utterly change his marriage and challenge his most ardently held beliefs. From Louisa May Alcott's beloved classic Little Women, Geraldine Brooks has taken the character of the absent father, Mr. March, who has gone off to war, leaving his wife and daughters to make do in meantimes. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. We'll be keeping that one. All right. Let's see. What's next here? Kipling, Just So Stories. Okay. We'll definitely be keeping that one. These are going to fall over. All right, so, oh my God, there's a lot in this box. This is a big box. All right, no wonder I could barely get it. Carry it through the house. Emily's Quest by L.M. Montgomery, third in the Emily novels. So this is from the author of Anne of Green Gables. I don't picture myself keeping this one. This is Rainbow Valley. This is Anne of Green Gables number 7 by L.M. Montgomery. These are mixed up in here. This is Anne of Avonlea by L.M. Montgomery. This is Anne of Green Gables novels number 2. Let's get distracted. Whenever we're doing a video and somebody opens the food pantry closet, Olive knows immediately and becomes very, very interested. Okay, there's nothing for you over there. I have a treat. I have a treat for you here if you want. You need a little pick me up. Yeah. See how quick she just perks right up there. Okay, let's see what we have here. Here we have the Story of the Treasure Seekers by E. Nesbit. So this looks like a middle grade story. I do not think we'll be keeping this. We'll be letting that one go. Okay. Okay. Anne of the Island, another one by L.M. Montgomery. Will absence make her heart grow fonder? So I'm assuming this is from the same series. Wishing couldn't keep Anne of Green Gables from growing up. So I guess this is it's somehow related to that series. I don't know what number it is or what, but I think we'll be letting this go. So my wife, when she was younger, I mentioned last time, she was really into Anne of Green Gables, and I think my daughter was somewhat into it too. But yeah, that's not for us, right, Olive? We're not reading that one. Okay. So now, all right. So it looks like we have some Narnia books here. Kind of spoiling these for myself, but so looks like they're, I don't know, in different forms here. There might be more in there. There are more in there. Okay. So there's a ton of Narnia books. Oh, wow. So it looks like this is a full set. I actually don't have my own set of these, and I actually have not read these. I couldn't remember. I maybe read a little bit of the first one when I was younger, but I don't think so. So this is a full set right here. So this is by C.S. This series by C.S. Lewis, famous series, sort of like a Christian-based fantasy series. The Magician's Nephew, number 1. Hold that. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, number 2. I can't even hold these, Olive. The Horse and His Boy, number 3. We're doing a very poor job of showcasing these. Prince Caspian, number 4. I mean, you could help me out, Olive. You could hold a couple of these for me. You're just supervising the whole time. The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, number 6. The Silver Chair, number 7. Oh, no. Did I mix those up? 4, 5, 6. This is number 7. The Last Battle. Okay, so this, the Chronicles of Narnia, yeah. All right, and then some other, have it in other forms here. The Magician's Nephew. I don't know what edition this is. I'm going to have to take a closer look at these later when we're not, you guys aren't watching us. Prince Caspian. So I don't know how many other versions of some of these she has in here. I think that's it. I think that's it for the Narnia books. Okay, here we have, okay, these are definitely keepers. 9 Stories by J.D. Salinger. And another one by Salinger, Franny and Zooey. Is that how you pronounce it? Zooey? Zooey. So we will definitely be keeping those. Okay. All right, here we have The Call of the Wild and White Fang by Jack London. This is the Barnes & Noble Classics version. I, read these when I was younger. I don't know if I still have a copy of them. I think probably not, actually. So I had also read it in a... I don't know if these always appear together like this in publications, because I had the same way. I had a book that had both stories in it. But so we'll definitely be keeping that. Those were great books, if you haven't read them. Here we have Wicked by Gregory Maguire. Okay, we'll be keeping that. The rest of my family saw the show. I'm the only one that's got the green page ends. I'm the only one that I think that didn't get to go see the show. I still haven't seen it, but okay. Oh, okay. So here we have Holes by Louis Sachar. I don't know. I've heard of this. I know the gist of it. Haven't read it. I mean, maybe we'll read it. Maybe we'll read it. I guess we'll keep this one because we'll probably... Well, it'll be a possibility, so I guess we'll keep it. Okay. Lord of the Flies by William Golding. So I also read this one when I was younger. Great book. Great story. There is a show now on Showtime called Yellow Jackets. I don't know if you guys have seen this show. If you haven't, it's on Showtime. If you haven't seen the show, they're like 2 seasons in so far. You got to see it. But it's like a modern day version of Lord of the Flies. It's like I kind of want to say it's like a cross between Lord of the Flies and Lost. But it's basically like it's really it's a really good show. If you guys haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's can be a little rough. Some of the things, some issues that come up in it, but it's a great show. But you have to have a strong stomach. Anyway, Lord of the Flies, great book. Probably most people know what this is, but this is about a bunch of young boys that get marooned on an island, and their adult captain or whatever. He was right from the beginning. He's very injured, and so they so it's about the politics that develop among this society of young boys in the wild. So phenomenal book for anybody that hasn't read it. So I guess I also think, well, even though I read that many years ago, I don't think I have a copy of it. So we'll keep that unless we come across the copy. Oh, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Tender as the Night. So this is a story that I've always wanted to read, but have not yet read. I've read other Fitzgerald, but I have not read this one. So, okay, very glad to find this in there. Definitely keeping that. Okay, what is it? Oh, we have another Salinger book in here. Raise High the Roof Beam Carpenters and Seymour, an introduction. Oh, sorry, I don't know what that means, but okay. So anyway, more Salingers. So we'll definitely keep that. Okay, this looks cool. All Things Oz: The Wonder, Wit, and Wisdom of the Wizard of Oz. The wonderful words of L. Frank Baum, including rare original Oz short stories, are illustrated with glorious art from the Willard Carroll collection in this utterly unique celebration of life in the land of Oz, where you will find your home if you have the brains, the heart, and the courage to keep moving forward. That's very cool. I wonder why she's not keeping this one. Yeah, see, full of illustrations. This looks really cool. This looks really cool. Toto's Secret. Yeah, every page is illustrated. This looks really neat. So I don't know if you guys can see that well, but this looks really cool. We'd definitely be keeping this. This is like one of those almost like a coffee table book. This is like a short story, little stories, but wow, it's getting rid of some good stuff here. I can't believe this. All right, so let's see. The Westing Game by Ellen Raskin. Know anything about this? A bizarre chain of events begins when 16 unlikely people gather for the reading of Samuel W. Westing's will. And though no one knows why the eccentric, game-loving millionaire has chosen a virtual stranger and a possible murderer to inherit his vast fortune, one thing's for sure. Sam Westing may be dead, but that won't stop him from playing one last game. Winner of the Newbery Medal, winner of the Boston Globe Horn Book Award, and ALA Notable Book. I don't. I mean, this is for younger audience, but this is middle grade level, but I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. That's a possibility. Truman Capote, In Cold Blood. So this is basically a true crime, and I have read this already, and years ago, and I'm pretty sure I still have a copy of this somewhere, so I will probably let this go. I have to see which one I want to keep. I have to locate it, but yeah, this was good from what I remember. It was pretty good. Okay. Oh, there's some manga here. Sailor Moon manga. How about that? That's great. Perfect. Absolutely 100% keeping that. Okay. All right, we're getting towards the end. We've got only a few left here. 8 Cousins by more Alcott. Okay. Sorry, I just peeked at the next book and got super excited. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get through this quick. 8 Cousins. I don't really care what that one's about. The next one is Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. This is awesome. I don't have this one, and I'm gonna read this one. I've been wanting to read this one, so this is great. This is great. Maybe I don't know if Garrett's read it. Garrett's over Book Songs of the Magic is doing his marathon Bradbury thing. I have to see if he's read this one already, and maybe we could do a buddy read. Oh, that's awesome. That is a great find. Okay. Okay, and the last couple here. The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brashares. I've heard of this. I know nothing about it. It's the first one in a series. Looks like from the back. I don't know. I don't even know what age group this is for. Is this for adult? Tell me if you know anything about this. Okay. The Haunting of Hill House. So this is a Penguin version. I hope this isn't my. Occasionally we get mixed up because someone will borrow a book from each other. I hope this isn't my copy. I got to make sure this is not my copy. Um, if it's assuming this is not my copy, I read Haunting a Hill House. I don't know, like a couple years ago, and so assuming I already have it, I'll be letting this one go. This, if you haven't read it, it's a classic horror novel. I guess you would say somewhat of a psychological horror. A bunch of people, get dropped off at a house, and this one woman. It's about her mental state as she's staying at the house, quote unquote haunted house. And if you see, it says Netflix right there on the cover. It says inspiration for the Netflix series. You see that? If you have watched the Netflix show, but you haven't read the book, the show is nothing like the book. It's very, very different. It's incredibly different. The show is good. Both the show and the book are good, but they're very different. So, all right, and the last one, another Louis Sachar, Small Steps. Okay, this is the guy that did Holes. So I think this is another younger age group book. So I'm probably not going to keep this. I have no interest in this. Holes I was interested in, so I might read that one day. So I'll probably keep that, but probably won't hold on to that one. So okay, so that's everything in the second box. I'm not going to recap it because that was a lot of stuff. But yeah, if you have any thoughts about any of this stuff, let us know, especially the ones we didn't know anything about. Tell us if they are or are not worth keeping. Or you have any interesting thoughts about any of these books. We're always happy to hear from you guys. So that'll do it. We'll be back then with there's one more box. We'll be back with part 3. But thanks so much for watching. If you don't want to leave anything substantive, you can always leave Olive a puppy emoji, right? She always likes to see those. Right, Olive? You always like the puppy emojis? You need another pick-me-up? Give me another pick-me-up here. Okay. All right. I don't know when it's middle. I don't know when I should get tired. But thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again very soon. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.